It's the German Open in Mulheim an den Ruhr in Germany, in the North Rhine-Westphalia. We're in the Ruhr area in the west of Germany, about a half an hour's drive from Düsseldorf, at the city on the river. The badminton world has arrived in Europe, and much anticipation ahead of the semi-finals of the Yonex German Open. Well, they've been packed inside the RWE Sporthalle in Mulheim for a couple of hours right now for this Grand Prix Gold event, the Yonex German Open, an event that started back in 1955. This the 18th time it's taken place here in Mulheim. As you can see, event number 4 on the Grand Prix Gold calendar. A terrific atmosphere as well inside this arena. As you can see, a month since the Thailand Masters, and before that Swiss Open, it's the All England Championship, of course, next week, one of these Super Series level events. This is the order of play for you on our court number 1, and a great offering for you as well. In fact, could well be a Super Series level event given that lineup, starting with the former world number 1 Wang Shixian up against the teenage Japanese player, the 2-time world junior champion Akane Yamaguchi. Then we've got the world number 1 men's double pair, Lee Yong-dae and Yu Yeon-seong, up against Hiroki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa. Lee looking for his 5th German Open title. 2-time Olympic champion Lin Dan obviously going to be one of the center of attentions here against the Korean world ranked number 13, who's looking to make his first final in over a year. Then it's women's doubles time with the Asian Games gold medal winners of Nitya Krishinda Maheswari and Gracia Polly up against Putita and Sapsari, a pair yet to win. And then our 5th and final match for you is the defending champion from Denmark, Janne Jorgensen, against the only man from Chinese Taipei to win a Super Series event. That's Chao Tien-chen. So it's women's singles that's first up for us, and this is the route to the semi-finals so far. As you can see, the winner of this match will meet Nozomi Okuhara or Li Shuei. As you can see, for Wang Shixian yesterday, a win over PV Sindhu. Very good performance from her. Whereas Akane Yamaguchi, she's come through, well, 3 very close matches so far. So the players about to make their way on court. You probably heard the announcement there of Akane Yamaguchi. Up against Wang Shixian, women's singles semi-final. Yamaguchi still only 18 years of age. Against the world number 6, Wang Shixian. Well, it's difficult to know really who's on top. If you look to head-to-head meetings, then you have to say it's the Japanese player. Yamaguchi has come through 3 very tough matches so far against a player who's obviously desperate to make sure she is at Rio for those Olympic Games in the summer. Usual preliminaries with the umpire for this one, Vanden Boget from the Netherlands, just choosing who's going to choose ends and who of course will be serving first. And if recent history is anything to go by, this could be a long match. You can see Akane Yamaguchi, real talent, just 18 years of age, 2 times World Junior Champion. She decided not to go for 3 in a row, but to play the China Open at the end of last year. Won the Bitburger Open back in November. Came from a game down in that one to beat Busanan. As you can see, been 3 really tough matches, even in the last 16 against Bay, straight games wins, but it went to extra points in round 1, 3 games against Chloe McGee. And yesterday in the quarters, lost the second game, 21-13 to the young Dane Lena Kiersfeldt. This is her first event since retiring after just 4 points in the first round of the Malaysian Masters. Wang Shixian, well, former world #1, right now at #6 in the world. Second highest ranked Chinese woman in the singles, below Li Shui, who's in the semi-finals later, and just above Wang Yihan. Didn't add to any of her 16 titles in 2015. This is her route so far, far more straightforward than Akane Yamaguchi. Straight games wins all the way. Very impressive yesterday in her win over PV Sindhu. And as you can see, that was their last meeting. So it's a 4th meeting. The last time they met was, as you can see, semi-finals of the Japan Open. Lasted an hour and 23 minutes. Yamaguchi winning 26-24 in the third. She also beat Wang on the way to winning the China Open in 2014. Wang did beat the Japanese at last year's Singapore Open, so she has had some success against Yamaguchi. But as you can see, in terms of head-to-head, it's the teenager on top. As I mentioned, Dutch umpire Dion van den Bogen. And our service judge is from Germany. Well, bound to be a few butterflies around, but this really is a high-quality women's singles match to get us underway here for the German Open semi-finals. Winner, of course, up against Li Shui or Nozomi Okuhara. So another Japanese-Chinese match that'll be on the other court a little later on this afternoon. It's incredible the way the crowd packed in here from midday. It's approaching 10 past 2 in the afternoon now here in Germany.
Wang Shixian, China. And on my left, Akane Yamaguchi, Japan. Wang Shixian to serve. Level play.
So the Yonex German Open is underway with this fabulous women's singles encounter. Akane Yamaguchi, the teenage prodigy, the 2-time world junior champion, against the more experienced Wang Shixian, who plays a deft little touch there to take the opening point. Maybe a little sign of nerves there from Yamaguchi as she flicked that one into the net. Well, straight out with the first 3 points for Wang Shixian. A couple of errors from her opponent. Made it to 2 finals last year, but didn't win either of them. The Australian Open, the French Open. Lost to Carolina Marin, who seemed to be her nemesis last year, the world champion. Lost to her in the World Championship quarterfinals as well. That's better from Yamaguchi. Off the mark.
1-3. 2-3.
You would expect, given what we've seen when these two have clashed in the last year or so, that it will be a very close match.
Service over. 4-2.
Confident start from Wang. Of course, missed out at the Olympics in 2012. Lost her spot to Li Shuwei. That was despite being supposedly in the team at the cutoff point, but she was not chosen by Li Yongbo. So she really does have a point to prove in 2016, and there would be no better way than
6-2.
well, going all the way here at the German Open. And comfortably in there. Beautiful shot down the line.
7-2.
Yamaguchi, there's no doubting her talent. But at the moment, just struggling to get a foothold in this match. There you go. And that's what she's capable of.
Service over. 3-7.
Wow, it was a great reach, wasn't it, from Yamaguchi? One could only net it on return.
4-7.
Just important, and it's only early stages of this match, but Yamaguchi doesn't want to give Wang an easy ride in this first game. Oh, fantastic. Oh, nearly cleared the net as well from Wang there. Best rally of the match so far. Real treat at the net as well, wasn't it?
5-7.
That nearly cleared as well. Oh, again, a brilliant net shot from the teenage Japanese. Remember, 7-2, early lead for Wang here. It's back at 7-6 now.
6-7.
And well wide.
Service over. 8-6. Service over.
Obviously, in many arenas, particularly in Asia, you're worried about the drift, but Really not too much need for air conditioning. I thought some of the players yesterday seeing snow for the very first time.
Service over. 9-7.
She knew today would be a tough task, Wang. The teenage prodigy, already a start. I have to say, one of the middle threats, many. I mean, the women's singles division really is wide open. Once dominated by the Chinese, certainly not the case now. That's beautifully placed. Excellent touch from Wang. Right.
10-7.
To the back corner. A little bit of strapping there on her right wrist. It's a little concerning. Obviously players often have strapping, particularly on their legs, but that's well left.
11-7 interval.
So the interval, Wang in charge, as she has been really from the start, racing into that 7-2 lead. A little bit of a fight back from Yamaguchi, but it's Wang with an 11-7 lead. Yeah, good start to the match.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Yeah, she would have been hurt by not being on the Olympic team last time out, but extra motivation if she needs it for Wang Shixian. Of course, Akane Yamaguchi was only 14 when the Olympics was in London. Although she did win in a year later, didn't she, at the Japan Open. Fairy tale at her home Super Series tournament, emerging from qualification to win it. She was ranked 145th in the world at the time.
Well, 7.
That was given out. That was a tight one. Yamaguchi's shot given out, of course, for the top Super Series events. There is a Hawkeye system in place. Not here. Starting to stretch away again now, isn't she?
13-7.
5 points in a row for Wang Shixian. Well, not impossible, but this first game now starting to get away from her, isn't it? Long from Yamaguchi this time.
15-7.
Well, there was some brief respite, wasn't there? She got it back to 8-7. Wang now stretching away. That's where you feel like she could make some inroads, miss some tight net shots. But Wang is playing some beautiful badminton. Some excellent stuff here. from the 26-year-old.
16,
8 years the senior in this matchup. This is some run she's putting together as well, isn't it? 8 points in a row. Really stamped her mark on this match. Oh, and growing in confidence, it seems, as well. Excellent play.
17-7.
Well, important now for Yamaguchi. This opening game looks as if it's gone, but important to get a foothold back in this match. Start picking up some much-needed confidence-building points. Nothing quite going her way. She's just missing the lines, as was the case there. There we go. Well, that ends a run of 10 points in a row. Be a bit of relief from Akane Yamaguchi that she's got another point on the board.
18.
Snapped that one up pretty quick, didn't she? Needs to get on her toes. No way you feel she can get this opening game.
9-18.
Gap seems too big. I suppose you never say never, but highly unlikely. A couple of miscues from Wang.
18.
Looks up at the lights there. Long this time.
11-18.
Well, she's doing what said she needed to do here, Yamaguchi, which is pick up some points. Give her something to hold on to going into game 2. Oh, she's hit it long. She's hit it long, Yamaguchi. It's been that kind of game for her. It was a good rally. She really should have won the point.
19.
It was easy pickings, really, after a good tight net shot. Just needed to finish that off. Scratch of the head from Yamaguchi. It's game points.
Game point.
Over her head.
11.
It was neither long nor wide. Right on the line. Good call from the line judge as well. 9 game points. Ah, not seen enough of that.
Twelve, 20.
Well, she's bringing some respectability to the scoreline. From 18-7 down. Obviously still 7 game points here for Wang Shixian. And there you go, opening game goes the way of the former world #1. You have to say, very impressive performance so far from Wang Shixian. A run of 10 points in a row during that opening game, enough to really take the game away from Akane Yamaguchi. So Wang Shixian, a game up, thanks to that, 21 points to 13. Not much need for her coach to talk to her, really. A couple of errors in that game, but quite called it perfect badminton, but more of the same will do her. Yamaguchi needs to step it up. And that was one of the best points of the game.
Seconds, 20 seconds. Second game, level play.
So Akane Yamaguchi here show some resilience against Wang Shixian. Of course, Chinese, Japanese semi-finals, but the expectations maybe it's would be a Wang Shixian Li Shuwei final. As one of the local newspapers said here, the dream of the dream finals goes on. That was one of them, of course, Lin Dan, no Jorgensen, but there are some tough matches ahead for all these players. Delicately played from Wang.
Service over. 1-0. Service over. 2-1. Service over.
She looks like she means business today, doesn't she? Looking for her first title since the French Open towards the end of 2014. Yeah, she also won the All England Championships and the Indian Open. Oh, stunning.
3-2. Service over. 3-all. Service over.
You can see Yamaguchi needs to come up with some answers here, because Wang's game doesn't look as if it's capable of wilting, does it, here this afternoon? She's going to have to step it up. Just can't live with her at the moment. You watch Wang Shixian like this, and you just wonder where the fragility that you see from her, especially against the likes of Carolina Marin, comes from. Up against the BWF Most Promising Player of the Year 2014 here. Player who's beaten her 2 out of the 3 times they've met, but been dominant so far from the Chinese player, but she nets there.
4-5.
Just didn't get herself into position there at all, Yamaguchi.
6-4.
Oh, beautifully reached. Great angle down from Wang here.
7-4.
Wondered how this second game would start. Whether Yamaguchi could well, just put her under a bit of pressure, but Wang has stayed resolute. She's maintained the form from the opening game, and she looks at the moment a tough nut to crack. Little and not very often from Yamaguchi, but she comes up now and again with some terrific points. She's only a little 5'5", but she's very quick, got a good attacking game if she can get it going. Oh, well played, Wang. Really well played.
Service over. 8-5.
Worked the shuttle there. Really well worked. Yamaguchi around, and obviously gaps were there to expose.
Service over.
Yeah, found the angle that time.
6-8.
Chasing again, though. It was at this point of the opening game that Wang went on that 10-point run. Same corner.
It's okay. 7-8.
Ah, done it again. And she's had some joy with that, hasn't she?
8-all.
Yeah, she's got it back to 8-all now, and all to play for in this second game. Well, leading now, Yamaguchi.
9-8.
Well, this is
10.
best run in the match by some distance for Yamaguchi. 5 points in a row. And 8-5 down. It looked as if there was no way past Wang, but some hope. As I say that, Wang's deft little touch ends that 5-point run.
9-10.
Yeah, got there for that one. No problem this time, and some hope for Akane Yamaguchi now in this semi-final. Some really well points from her. Got into her attacking mode, and after losing that opening game, 21 points to 13 at the interval here, she leads by 11 points to 9.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. (11-9). Play.
So can she carry this momentum through now? Interval kind of coming at the wrong moment for Akane Yamaguchi there. Yeah, just wide with the forehand.
10-11.
Well, you would expect both these players to make it to Rio. Tough though, isn't it? Tough competition amongst both the Japanese and the Chinese players. Just couldn't get there. And that's what I meant about the interval maybe coming at the wrong moment for Yamaguchi. She was on a nice little run. But Wang's taken the 2 points since. And she's back in front with delightful backhand cross court. Caught the top of the net. No, and well, now in a worrying position for Yamaguchi.
11.
She got herself a platform on which to try and level this match up, and now she's come back out of the interval. She hasn't won a point since it. She's 2 points down. Still all to play for, but some worrying moments for her now in this match. That's well left.
Service over. 12-13. Fault.
Right on the on the head of Yamaguchi, who took it in good spirits. Can actually be quite painful if you get one in the eye, but that was straight on the forehead, I think. No damage done.
Fault. Service over.
Yeah, well placed.
Thirty. 13-14. Service over. 15-13.
Well placed
Service over.
from Yamaguchi, and well, maybe in for some tense points here.
14-15. Fault.
Well, Wang accused of touching the net there. She looks a little bemused. She obviously wasn't aware that she did that. As she returned it, she touched the net, which is against the rules. This is the moment here. Well, that's where the fault was called. Hard to see it even from the replay, but the umpire has got a very good view of things. He was the one that called it. Big moment as well to do it. At 15 all now. Well, things may be going Yamaguchi's way. Can't return those.
16-15.
A bit of net cord luck then for the Japanese player, back in front in this second game. Well, can Wang Shixian put that umpire's call behind it? trailing now in this second game.
Seventeen, 15.
Oh, just wide.
Service over.
Well, it's been an important run of points for Yamaguchi
17.
there. 4 in a row before that one. No touching the net this time from Wang Shixian, and she levels it up again. 17 points all.
17 all.
That was a really good cross-court shot. Yamaguchi totally exposed. Well, an important rally, and it's Yamaguchi who takes it.
18, 17.
Well, she was dominated in the opening game, but she's fought back here in the second, making a fight of it. Yamaguchi. Well, she was on top in that rally. Wang maybe played the wrong shots at the wrong time, and
19, 17.
Yamaguchi now a couple of points away from taking this into a third game.
Service over. 18, 19. Play.
Good tight net shot that from Wang. Good rally this.
Service over.
It's wide from Wang Shixian, and it's 2 game points for Akane Yamaguchi.
20, game point, 18.
Well,
Service over.
always difficult, especially on game points, to leave them like that. But
19, 20.
To 2019. Crucial moments in this match. Wow, Wang Shixian there snatched at that completely. That was not what was expected, and Akane Yamaguchi has leveled this match up. Kind of was caught in two minds, it seems, there, Wang Shixian. But credit to Akane Yamaguchi. Well beaten in the first game, but she's turned things around. And we're off for a third, 21 points to 19 to the teenage Japanese in game number 2. Well, the last time these two players met was the semi-finals of the Japan Open. It was last June. That one lasted an hour and 23 minutes. Could be in for a similar length match here, 42 minutes already.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Of course, it was Yamaguchi who came through, but it was a thrilling third game as well. 26-24, she won it.
Final game, level, play.
So here we go to a decider.
One love.
And Yamaguchi leads in the match for the very first time. That's out from Wang. Well, if she doesn't win this match, Wang Shixian in particular will be kicking herself, because she has gone from a position of dominance to one of fragility here. No, that's the best we've seen of Yamaguchi, really. Off to a flyer at the start of game 3. 3 points to 0 up.
3 love.
Again, Wang caught in two minds, it seems. I mean, this is a bit of a crisis for her now. 4 love. You know, she's in position. You can see what she's trying to do there, but she's completely mistimed it. She's trying to look at cross court, giving herself a bit of a talking to.
Service over.
She needed that point, didn't she, Wang?
1-4.
Wide.
2-4.
Well, some errors from
3-4.
Yamaguchi. Just when she looked as if she might be able to race away. Well, it's been a topsy-turvy match, and already, even though it's only 8 points old, it's been a topsy-turvy third game, hasn't it? 4 in a row for Yamaguchi. Back comes Wang. Oh, good attacking play from Yamaguchi there.
Five, 4. Service over. 5-0. Service over.
Well, it's one of these matches now that
6-5.
very hard to call. Start of game number 2, you just
One play.
couldn't really see too much of a way back in it for Yamaguchi, but real hope for her now that she could make tomorrow's final.
Seven, 5. One. One. Service over. 6-7.
Well, I wonder if we're going to be in for a similar treat to what was offered up at the Japan Open semi-finals when they last met. That one went the full distance and more.
Service over. 8-6.
Nicely played that time from Wang.
7-8. Service over. 9-7.
Well, the teenage terrier looking good. Wang just trying to stall things, just trying to slow the game down. You can see walking back to the back of the court, and the umpire having a word, but she knows what she's doing.
Service over. 8-9. Service over.
Yamaguchi, the one who's just
10,
keeping
8.
this advantage at the moment. Asking for a rub down here, just saying an arrive for Wang Shixian. It's always difficult to be a little dubious. As I said, she has been trying to slow things down a little bit, but I'm sure it was genuine from Wang Shixian there.
10-8.
Oh, just couldn't get down to it there, Yamaguchi.
9,
Every
10.
point becoming just that little bit more vital now, isn't it? Yeah. Excellent point for Akane Yamaguchi there at the end, and suddenly she's the one with her tail up here. Wang Shixian with some working out to do at the interval, because from being in a what seemingly seemed like control of this match, maybe it's going to be Yamaguchi who heads into tomorrow's final. 11-9, the interval lead in game number 3.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. 11-9. Play.
So can Yamaguchi continue her rise in this match? Very tough first game for her. Had to really dig in to take game number 2. Flew into a 4-love lead in game number 3, but a small lead at the interval.
Service over.
That was a bit of misjudgment from the teenager there.
11.
Yeah, it was a little short with the lift there from Yamaguchi, and
11-all.
back at 11-all.
Service over. 12-11.
Up the tempo well in this rally, Yamaguchi, and she gets the reward of the points. She's led throughout this third decisive game.
13-11. Play.
Well, has she got the answers here to respond? You can see she's talking to herself. She's thrown away a winning position. It's still there to be got. Oh, that's in. That's in. Is this a decisive run from Akane Yamaguchi? Inside the line.
11.
It's a good lead, isn't it, right now for Yamaguchi? It's a little short. Oh, wonder whether that will be a point to haunt Yamaguchi. Chance there to take a 16-11 lead. Instead,
12,
it's
15.
down to 3 points the deficit. Wang Shixian asking for a towel down. The umpire allowing it. Tell you, there's a terrific mixed doubles match going on the other court with, well, you have to say the veteran, certainly the oldest man in the tournament, the Polish pair of Akane up against Shinbei Sho and Jai Yu-jung. Ziba Matoisiak, 1 game all in that mixed doubles. That's wide from Yamaguchi.
13-15.
Good point, big point. Oh, she's done that a few times on big points, hasn't she, Wang? Just fluffed the lines there. It's a really good rally.
16-13.
Gone again for that backhand cross court. It's not come off again. And 16-13. Yamaguchi sniffing that. Great turnaround here. Another error, this time on the other side of the court.
14-16.
Now that's long from Wang.
This is over. 17-14.
Needed that, didn't she? Well, it's Wang who's been on top in this rally really all the way. And it's tight again.
16-17.
The lead now, just the 1 point for Akane Yamaguchi.
Over.
Well, you can see, highly frustrated, Wang Shixian.
18-17.
She's made some big errors on some vital points. And when you think how in control she seemed of the match as well earlier on, just adds to the frustration, doesn't it? Trying to G herself up. An hour and 8 minutes on court, these two. Just the 1 point separates them. Didn't come off, did it? The tight net shot for Yamaguchi.
18-all.
And Wang Shixian is back in front. It's been a long time since she
19-18.
Since she was ahead. In fact, that's the first time in this third game in which she's had a lead, but it's a lead that takes her to within 2 points of victory. A really incredible match. And that's well wide.
It is over. $19-all.
Oh, well, it's match point. Match point for Wang Shixian. Trying to stay in that rally, didn't she, Yamaguchi? But she was always on the back foot.
20 match
Good power there from Wang. A roar that's taken it to within a whisker of a place in the final of the German Open. Li Shuwei or Nozomi Okuhara await in the final. Can she do it the first time of asking? She can. A yell of excitement for Wang Shixian. A game she was in control of, looked like she might let it slip through her fingers, but she emerges on top in the end. The former world #1, pegged back by Akane Yamaguchi, who was the person on top in that third game for most of the way, but there at the end, it was Wang Shixian who managed to steal it.
13, 19-21, 21-19.
As you can hear, a match that went one way and then the other, lasting just over an hour and 11 minutes. 21-19. Wang Shixian is in the German Open final. Well, she really would have been kicking herself if she hadn't have gone through to the final. As it is, it's Yamaguchi who'll be looking back at some points, particularly when she was 15-11 up in that third game. We're going to look back at some of the highlights from that match. Yeah, great emotion shown from Wang Shixian at the end of it all. So confirmation that Wang Shixian has got things off and running with that three-game thriller in the women's singles, and it's men's doubles next with Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa taking on the world #1 pair of Lee Yong-dae and Yu Yeon-seong. The winner of this taking on either Ivanov Sozanov or Ko Shin in the final. As you can see, their route from the quarterfinals yesterday, all winners in straight games. The defending champions Endo and Hayakawa beat the Mads Conrad Pedersen and Kolding. Good win for Lee and Yu yesterday.